Everybody knows me as Echo and John, so John Echo.
And John, how long have you been a graffiti writer?
Uh, since I was like 9 years old, I'd say I was writing on everything,
That
and that was in the early '80s, and then by the late '80s, I was spray painting everything. So yeah, it's been a long time, and I
nine
forget that too, and how long it's been, and I'll go out of state and people know who I am, and my friends have to remind me, like it's been like 40 years, man. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. No, I was just influenced at a young age. I got to see the New York graffiti on the trains very early, and I was very curious about it. So that's back when it was like the double L and the double R. So it's like ancient history.
Were there
But
any writers back then that were like inspirations of yours that kind of were like, oh, I want to be like this person?
yeah, I always give credit to the first pieces I've seen when I was a kid in the early to mid '80s. I'd say this guy Lask, Lask. He was in Staten Island painting when I was a kid, and right up the block from my house, I got to see some stuff. So just wanted to copy it, and I kept trying to come up with my own name, and I would just copy everything I saw, try to settle on a name. But it took a while. I experimented with a whole bunch of different names, and then I ended up with Echo. Put an
And
ECO instead of a C and an E. And then from ECO, one of my friends told me to throw in the H because it looks good in block letters, and I was like, I told him to mind his business, and I did it anyway. But yeah, it just evolved, and it just became a nickname. But it stuck with me over the years.
what would you say your style of graffiti is? Do you have like something specific that you're known for or that you gravitate towards?
Burners, like pieces and characters, just like traditional. You know, when I was younger, I was known a lot for my characters, I guess. But I now I'm heavy into the letters, and the characters are still there, but I'm really focused more than ever on the letters, because it just everything evolves and just gets better. And um, I like where it's going. It's I think it's headed in the right direction.
So you're super talented. Were you like traditionally trained as well, or is it all self-taught?
Um, yeah, I'm pretty self-taught. I went to high school in Manhattan for they specialize in art and language, Washington Irving, and they said they didn't want to do anything with me. They just wanted to they wanted to stick me in a room, and they wanted me to build my portfolio. So they just said go in the photography room and draw, because you have to go to college. So they didn't let me go to any classes, and they just stuck me in a room by myself, and they said, you build your portfolio now, go. So I just sat around and drew everything I saw in the room, and then I would go hang out with my friends, and it was like a breeze.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that ever happening. You didn't have to go to any classes? What?
No, they just said, just go in that room and draw.
There was
I was
nobody
like,
in the room with you, like helping you?
no. They would invite me sometimes when they would do figure drawing in the art class. They would say, you could come join us if you want, but you don't have to. And I'd be like, all right. And I would go in, and I would draw the the model on the standing on the desk and like charcoal or whatever we were doing, and then I would hand it in and walk out. And they'd be like, "See, class, this is how it's done," and I'd be like, "Oh my god!" And I'd leave and go back in the room.
So did you
And
go to college?
no, I didn't make it to college, but I got accepted to visual arts, but I just couldn't afford it. And
Oh,
my teacher was friends with people there, and I had a portfolio review before I even filled out an application, which is like backwards. They did the portfolio review, and they were like, "All right, just now you just have to fill out the application." I was like, "All right," and it was even back then in the early '90s. It was super expensive, so my teachers loved me so much. They gave me so much confidence too. They would like they would love to talk to me too. Like they would take me home with them after class,
this
after
sounds
school.
this sounds very unorthodox.
I know. It sounds crazy, but they really loved me. Like they would just want to hear what I had to say and my ideas, and I don't know. It was crazy. They made me feel loved. You know,
That's
they were super,
amazing.
they were super nice. My one of my teachers, Rita Fetcher, her name was. She lived in the Chelsea Hotel. She brought me up there, and she had a little garden on the rooftop, and I was just so amazed by it. Like, wow, this is Manhattan. I couldn't believe it. Like, she had a loft, and I was just like, wow, this is sick. And she loved me because I did graffiti, and she actually worked with this guy. He's like the godfather of graffiti, Henry Chalfant. He's like a photographer. He's he's famous for this book and video called Star Wars and spray can art. And yeah, she was working on a documentary with him about the first gangs of New York. Like, where are they now? The Black Spades and the Savage Skulls. And I got to meet him. I was like, I was starstruck. And I got to watch his movie Star Wars with him in a movie theater in a museum in Queens, and her also. I was just like staring at him the whole time. You know, it was crazy. But
You're still writing
yeah,
nowadays, right? Like every time I talk to you, you're out working somewhere.
yeah. Every weekend, still, I got my friends dragging me out. They won't let me get any days off.
And when you're not working as a graffiti writer, what do you do?
Tattoos for like the last 28 years or so,
And you,
and very recently acting. The acting was yeah, getting into that. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I was like, I went into it like anybody can do this, and then I got in there, and I'm like, this is really really hard. So I was pretty yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I was caught off guard.
but
I didn't
that's how
really
it
expect.
is for a lot of people because a lot of actors make things look so easy when they're good at stuff and you know.
Yeah, I really underestimated it. Like I thought it was just something that, you know, anybody could do this, right? And I'm like, no. I was like, this is crazy hard work. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. But I was like, I'm here for it, you know, I'm gonna do it. But it's not easy. And
So
I was
you're
like,
go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just like, wow, I was in shock because how hard it was. I was like, damn, I didn't think it was gonna be this hard to do. You know, but
But you're doing a great job at it and you're getting leading role offers, so you're doing something right.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. I can't believe it.
So
But
I heard you're opening a new shop right now in New Jersey.
yes, in South River, New Jersey.
Tell me about that a little
So
bit.
should be uh, should be ready next month. I think. Hopefully, we gotta few things that happened to delay the process, but we're still on track, and we're still in Staten Island also. But when we get the Jersey shop up and running, probably get rid of the Staten Island shop. It's not in the best neighborhood anyway, so unless we turn it into something else, you know. I took a trip. I took a vacation to Amsterdam, and I didn't expect to stay, but I was there for like 5 years, and I ended up at like one of the most famous shops in the world, and it's like I was just a couple years in to my career, and getting there in the beginning was great because I got a whole ton of experience, and it was like super busy street shop, so. And there was artists visiting from all over the world passing through, and guest spotting, and there's celebrities passing through from all over, and like rock stars, and like everybody was passing by and getting tattooed or just hanging out. Like I tattooed Sporty Spice there, and the Spice Girls, Mel C.
That's awesome.
And people like Crazy Town would come by, and we'd go to dinner. Like, it was very bizarre.
And what's that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What you say?
I wanted to say, what is that form of tattooing that you were talking about? Like the old school, I think you said it was Hawaiian style, where it's...
Oh, yeah, Samoan. It's called tatau, Tatau. It's a Samoan word that describes the sound of the sticks tapping together, and that's why I got this on my hand like that. And I have a whole, like a Samoan pea. It's like trousers. It's like the hip and waist and all the legs. You know, it's one of the first versions of the tattoo ever done, and it's pretty hardcore. It's sharpened boar's teeth tied to the end of the stick, and you tap that stick with another stick. And the word in Samoan, it means tattoo in English, tatau. It's the sound, tatau, tatau. So without them, we wouldn't have the word tattoo.
Wow. That's intense.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. It hurts way more than the tattoo machine, I'd say.
So you have like an extremely high tolerance for pain?
Yeah, I'd say. Out of everyone I've ever tattooed, I don't think anybody could deal with the pain that I put up with. Oh. I did a lot. Like, so far, I only have my butt cheeks and my ribs, so I have to still do my legs, and it's gonna still take some time, but it is no joke. When they said I'm done, no one will be able to touch me.
Wow.
Like warrior status.
And what does that mean to you, warrior status?
Yeah, just being on top of my game, you know. Just always ready.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
So if people wanted
always ready to rock.
Always ready to rock. Yeah, that's amazing. You are always ready to rock. If anybody wanted to follow you and see what you're doing artistically, maybe get a tattoo done by you or follow your work as a graffiti writer, how would they do that?
Yeah, everything's on Instagram, Echo NWC, and that's it. You could catch everything on there, post everything on there. It's the same on everything else, TikTok or whatever, Echo NWC. And Tattoos by Echo One on Facebook. And that's it. Oh, and we got the sacredinkgallery.com website that just went up.
Ooh, is that the name of the store, Sacred Ink?
Yeah, Sacred Ink Gallery
Oh
tattoo. You could leave a review on Google. That'd be great. Just say it's the best shop in New Jersey. And,
I'm sure it is. Oh my gosh.
I did murals in the shop too. I like sneak previewed some of them, but I did a few of the walls in there, and so did friend of mine that's working with us, ruler, he did this crazy wall with like plaster molded coming off of the wall. It's nuts.
That's amazing.
But, yeah, it's gonna be nice. There's calligraphy everywhere throughout the whole shop that I did. It's pretty nice. We got the hex lights. It's super bright. You're probably gonna need sunglasses when you're in there.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to opening up and getting busy.
Well, I am so excited that you're a part of Little Red and Vandal Wolf, and people can, hearing all of the things you've done over the years and how long you've been doing it, it opens my heart even more, because it's just, you're so crazy talented. It's like, to have you a part of this book is very exciting for me.
Thank you so much.
So everyone, please follow him and follow Echo, and yeah, thank you.